Can you look right into this camera there, Robert? State your name and how long you've been in the logging business for.
Robert Clary, and I started in the wood business in February 1966. Never looked back. I'm a first generation logger. That was back in the days whenever it was the chainsaws, and it was old crawlers. It wasn't even a cable skidder. It was a crawler with a chain and loaded with a winch on an A-frame. You could just about count on your hand how many people was in the timber business back in them days. But my wife's people been in it all the way back to the Ark, I reckon. They can trace their history back to the oxen and the cross cuts and the double-headed axes and all that. It's a family business. We got a daughter in it, my son's in it. I got three grandsons in it. 2 grandson-in-laws. It's in their blood, and I suspect that they're gonna continue right on. They're not gonna stop when I stop. As long as the environment lets you cut down a tree, I'm sure there's a Clary somewhere gonna be there to cut one down. All got the same mindset. We like to move wood. I tell them grandsons all the time, especially them younger ones, 2 things Papa can't stand, and that's a tree standing up, a man sitting down. That don't work around here. That's got to be the reversed. We started almost day one with Tigercat, and bought that first one. It was 92. In the course of our 25 years, we've owned 65, and probably still got 60 of them, I imagine. Our application, we put more hours on them than most folks does. I don't know if you call it double shift or what you want to call it, but 16 to 18-hour days normal for us. And a good 10 hours on Saturday. We rack some hours up early on. We famous for getting the goodie out of them, so to speak. We got a 630C that's got 20-something thousand hours on it. It's 06 model. What can I say? They just don't wear out. We never put a center section in all the 25 years we've ever run them. Toogie kept up, he was the innovator. He kept up with all that stuff because he knew when the first joystick was coming out. This is the way Toogie operated. He did not sit down like a normal business person does and figures it all up on paper and says, we got to have this many loads. All he said was, you get it, Daddy, I'll pay for it. That was his philosophy. You get it, I'll pay for it. So I'll get the loads. Never had no problem with that end of it. He could always hold up his end of getting the wood out. He always could do that. Come on, let's go.
So how old was Toogie when he started in the logging business? Old enough to walk?
Day he was born. With all due respect, he started going with me when he was about 6 months old. And nothing he'd rather do. We had them old straight seat Ford haul trucks. And he'd get right there behind my shoulder and stay all day and half the night. It didn't bother him there a bit. He was right where he wanted to be when he passed away. He did love his Ford pickups. That was the second one he ever had. It wasn't the first one. I guess he's about 17 when he got that one. We was at a ball game one time talking about quotas and all that. They, just they was playing ball, and the girl from the oil company was there where we buy product from. And she's talking about how bad the quota was and all that. So she says, "What does that mean? Does that mean Toogie ain't gonna get no new pickup this month?" He kept up with the latest and the greatest, hear me? Now, Bud, it don't bother him. He'd just soon be out there riding in a mule and all that, but Toogie was gonna keep the latest and the greatest. All right, we'll head back toward the shop then. I mean, you know, you always had that competition. I can remember we had them company radios, and Bud would call Toogie on the radio because he'd hear on the radio that the buncher was down. He'd go, "You call 1-800-HYDRO-AXE and they'll have you something to cut." So then naturally, whenever the hydro-axe would go down and Toogie was back up cutting wood, he'd repeat it for Bud. He'd call him on the radio. "Y'all call 1-800-Tigercat and you'll have something out there to cut wood with." They carried on like that a lot. Let's see what's going on inside. We're back. Well, for a lot of loggers, if you want to classify them as loggers, it's a job for them. This is our hobby and our life. I mean, everything that we do is based on logs. We've been real fortunate with the labor over the years and commitment. We got employees that have been here just about as long as I have. How long you been with Clary Logging?
25 years.
You the original, first one. Okay. They really do a good job, make me look real good. But it's no one man, it's a team effort. It takes a lot of good people doing the right thing. Knowing the procedure, knowing what to do when the situation develops, whatever the situation is. They already know firsthand what to do. We got a good landowner base and got repeat customers and a lot of people that they're just not gonna have nobody else out there cutting their wood but us, and that goes a long way. Hard work and clean living will do it every time. It's a very honorable profession, and it's something that I've enjoyed over the years. There ain't nothing that I can think of that I'd rather do, But being outside and with nature and all that, that's the part I like. Looking back, I wouldn't change, probably wouldn't change a whole lot. Might be a thing or two I'd change, but looking back, we just get up every day and, like I said, do the best we can do that day. And if we don't get it done today, we have everything lined up to have a better day tomorrow. That's for sure.